delay, right?
Delay what?
We got a little bit of delay on here. Hopefully it starts pretty soon.
It may or may not, so.
We are just waiting to get some evidence that there's actually a live stream. There we go.
Hello.
There we go. Camera's a little bit off. Your knees are all up in me. Come on.
You said I had nice knees.
It was a joke.
Oh, it's rude.
It is rude.
Bad knees.
All right, here we go.
They're the bee's knees.
We're back with another live mixing session of a song from our new album. And this one, so far, the working title, probably the end title.
No,
It's the title. Okay, the song's called Drifting Out of Reach.
I told a story about it today on Twitter. Shall I tell it again? Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying.
Can anybody else?
But, yeah, I don't want to explain anything.
Too late.
Yeah, so the vocal I got on here is kind of more like a demo vocal. I did do a new one. A different vocal, but the demo sounded better. I was self-conscious about the first vocal we recorded because we had a silly rule where I had to dance where I sang the song.
Who wrote that comment?
And I was kind of trying not to laugh. It's not really a song that you smile during. I was trying not to laugh while I was dancing and singing.
Can I say something that's not giving it away?
Yeah.
This song is a dark song, but it has like humorous lines. Okay. Well, we're like a lead balloon.
Well, I don't know what you expected. An applause?
I did because he hates the Carl's Jr. sandwich line.
Oh, the Carl's Jr. sandwich line. Yeah.
But what they don't know is #ad.
Okay.
So we're trying to figure out who has the cutest outfit today.
I didn't try. I was gonna try. I was gonna wear like a Lady Gaga shirt.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I just
Shirt. Anyway, I went for a bad scientist who gets killed halfway through an alien movie.
True.
But he comes back into terrible.
Are you sure you're not ready to play like racquetball with those glasses?
I could totally play some racquetball instead doing this.
Wires on my keyboard.
This is a very long song. It's, how do I say it? It's not that dynamic. Like, there's not that many different sounding parts to it. Like,
yeah, it's kind of like
an epic
American Pie type of thing.
Or Alice's Restaurant. If you really have a short attention span, it just feels like Alice's Restaurant.
Or a really eclectic taste.
Eclectic?
Eclectic.
Yeah. Eclectic.
Right. Whatever. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to glue all these items together. I got a bunch of pieces and things where we punched in and we're et cetera, et cetera.
That Taylor Swift Tiny Desk concert was really good.
You might have distracted me already.
It was wonderful.
Okay. So, Control A on Windows. I don't know what it is on Mac. I don't use Mac.
It's Apple A?
Apple A. I don't know. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead in Reaper and I'm going to say glue items.
Do you only have to be a Mac question?
This is going to glue all the pieces together.
So,
Boom, 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 boom.
As I was explaining on Twitter, he doesn't may over-explain it. The lyrics of the song are kind of random. We had some weird cards we pulled. Like, we had to, like, list a certain amount of names. Go ahead and talk, because I got a cough.
Every episode.
Dude, I smoked like 20 cigarettes before we started this live feed and drank just
I did delay a lot. I was trying to
right.
I was trying to get a new screen setup going and stuff, and I was
trying not to look like RVD, and I'm like, oh, my eyes look halfway decent. I drank so many beers, I probably look like RVD, but if he's in like chemistry class with a Bunsen burner.
Okay. I think he's talking about his eyes.
Well,
you should have wore a high ponytail. That would have been cool.
You're lucky I brushed my hair.
Did you?
I did.
I actually put hair gel in my hair for this episode.
For the ladies out there, I have two strategies for my hair. I either tie it back in ponytail right away, which makes it look better. But sometimes I like to let it air dry without brushing it, and it kind of gives more body. But then it looks like you're just a mad scientist. So I should probably just wear a ponytail.
The reason we're talking so much stupid
got a
shit
lot
right now,
of
we
work.
are gluing these tracks together. There's not that many tracks. It looks like there's only
like crazy glue. Now
only
I don't
13
know
here.
what to do. God, that's a good song. Who wrote that?
Yes, we should be listening to that. Here we go.
That's not even Brethren. That's
So we got everything glued.
okay. All right.
Cool business.
Cool beans.
Cool business. All right. So right now, it says 88 on here. These are virtual instruments, a couple of them, but yeah, that didn't work out. So it still
we're
says
keeping
88,
my eyes
but they got
that
different
plugin was
instruments
a
on
problem
them.
for us. No offense.
So I would be able to. Well, let's see what's actually. So it looks like we replaced it with Cakewalk Sound on one track, and then Cakewalk Sound and Prodigus, which is a Proteus kind of emulator.
We actually had a real Proteus.
I got a Proteus. I'm not going to show it to you, but it's actually
right. It's a
sitting
real
in the
thing.
museum.
Yep.
But maybe one day I'll bust it out and we'll jam. We'll jam.
Yeah,
And it looks like you used Cakewalk Sound here. I don't think I had a lot of virtual instruments at the time that we made this song.
So
So
the thing about this album is we did not mean for it to have a sci-fi theme. Like, we don't really sit there and plan out what theme our album's going to have. We haven't done that in the last two for certain. And this one took on a sci-fi theme, and it was supposed to have a nostalgia theme, and it does. But we didn't say, oh, let's do it a nostalgia theme. But once we determined it had a nostalgia theme, then we were like, this is taking on a sci-fi theme.
True. So the good thing here is instead of me having to sit here and bounce the MIDI tracks to actual stereo audio files, is it looks like we've already done it. We were probably having problems.
Or fun.
But this
one man's problems is another man's fun.
Yes. This was made on a laptop that couldn't quite handle the
Load.
I was going to say workflow. The workload of this one. So, lucky for me and him and you,
And us.
we've already got these MIDI tracks bounced down. So one thing we do want to do, since they are bounced down, as you can see, I got the effects turned off on them. But that's not good enough because we're going to add effects to them. We're going to add EQ and compression, possibly, and definitely effects. So we do want to turn those off. So I believe in Reaper, the simple way of doing that, if you got your effects window open here above the mixer, I think it's shift and click. And I don't think it's doing anything because it's not on. So let's go ahead and turn those effects on. And then, yeah, you can see.
What you'll notice about us is he kind of brings like a data approach to it. Like he's like an android. And I'm more of a Worf, where I just go over to Deep Space Nine and keep dating Deanna Troy. Wait, was Deanna Troy on Deep Space Nine?
So we did already turn those off.
No, she wasn't.
What
Was she?
in the hell are you talking about?
Talk about what a nerd you are.
So let me take a look.
Worf, when they ended Next Generation.
So this has actually got two. I think I said it earlier. These actually got. I guess that's just my face. I look over the monitor. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I was supposed to shave today. Oracle told me to, but I am.
I trimmed my mustache, but not really the beard, just the neck beard.
Well, thanks for making me look stupid.
Well, so we want to turn the Prodigus.
I don't care what it's called.
We're gonna turn that off
So-
too because it's already on there.
Are you just gonna get should you just do all the talking?
Should I do all the talking?
Well, it seems like you're just gonna like narrate what you're doing the whole time.
I am gonna know what I'm doing,
Go
but you're
ahead.
comic relief, so you got.
I don't have comic relief. What's interesting about this song is that she's a little girl, like from her earliest memory, she just wants to be an astronaut. And she ends up just living on the strip as a homeless person.
That's a good story. All right, so don't forget to save your project as a new file here, as a new project. So we're gonna, instead of drifting out of reach version 2, this is gonna be drifting out of reach mix 1. Okay.
Mix 1
Okay.
on K-Rock Radio.
That's right.
Mix 1. Next up, Brethren in the Evil Empire featuring Birdie.
Really? Okay.
Well, I can't just type it Taylor Swift all the time. It really looks stupid.
So now we're gonna go ahead.
Not that she's stupid, but I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying.
We're gonna normalize all these tracks up to 0.
Can you normalize me?
Let Ozone.
Gosh.
Is it Ozone? One of those isotope plugins.
Yeah.
Shit, what it's called? We'll find out in a second. I can never remember, but we'll let that take care of the gain staging for us.
Evil Empire.
But we do want these loud enough that it can actually control the volumes, kind of. So, not glue items. Don't do that. So, in Reaper item processing, normalize items.
So, can I tell this story I told on Twitter? Or
Sure,
no?
because this is going to take a second. Oh, no. A second. It literally took a second. Go ahead and tell your story.
So, the reality show is very weird because they send people at you like they're random characters. But, so on the strip, I basically did cover songs. I did one Brethren New Empire song, and I kind of messed with the lyrics and merged it with a weird original Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. And I had a couple originals I wrote for the strip, but they weren't from Brethren. And this girl knew that I wrote about suicide all the time, which I really don't, if you know me. But at the time, I pretty much did before that happened. This is going well. And, and I'm like, how do you know what songs are? I've never met you before. And so she was basically a prostitute, or so the storyline went. And she started like punching me in the face as soon as she met me, even though I never did anything to her. And eventually, like, she was totally a stalker. Like, cops had to like save me from her and shit. And I had to like just get away from her. And she was a mess. And I was like, this is some TV show shit. And so, the last time I saw her, she got kicked out of Planet Hollywood, and she started following us. And then I was with this girl. This is all I'll have.
I'm just surfing the web while you're talking. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, what's your name?
It's so loud. Sorry about that.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron what?
Aaron McKinnon?
Okay, this is Aaron McKinnon
Later on,
in
just
Las
before the
Vegas
same
on
I don't know how loud that is. I'm sorry about
Thursday,
that.
November 29. Around
Let's look at this
noon
guy. Let's look at this guy.
For your enjoyment.
Well, this is an original.
My alley, my alley, my alley.
Are they getting any of it?
Yeah, you're right there.
My darling,
Is this going down a rabbit hole?
my birthday, my new year, a reason to
Not digging the hair. Got
my
it,
alley, my alley.
Here's the weird thing.
My alley.
Look at the screen. I'm not going to blow it up or nothing. But
Everything about it's wrong.
My Alley by John McKinnon. That's not John McKinnon. I'm not even John McKinnon. I'm Johnny Kinetic. But in a former life, I was John McKinnon. But that's not me. He said his name was Aaron.
Many times.
So what the heck? That's not me. I'm not some guy that hangs out in army pants on a Las Vegas bridge playing a 12 string with all my junk, carrying my camel pack around with me without a camel, just sitting on a milk crate. Anyway, I hope you like that. We're not gonna play the whole thing because we gotta focus on
So,
a different homeless person.
but he's feeling it though. He's like a robot.
All right, gotta make sure I don't close the whole window.
Okay,
'Cause-
I have a
we
picture.
might lose our
Can I-
feed.
should I not say that?
All right, so back to the song.
Oh. Yeah. So anyway, but I was at the end of the story. Thanks. I think you still need to close the window.
No, I don't. It's on a feed.
Okay, a delay.
Everybody can see my my whole search history there.
Oh my God, guys with huge corks.
I don't know if we're
I
don't
was-
know if we're glitching out here or what. It sure looks like it.
Well-
maybe I should have done that. Anyway, okay.
Would it be cool if, like, you could get drunk after you stop drinking beer?
Yes.
So anyway, that happens. Trust me. So anyway, I'm wrapping up the story. So I was hanging out with this. Are we allowed to talk about drugs out here?
If it was like 10 years ago or
So
Longer ago.
me and this other guy named Aaron, who was not me, had this
maybe
girlfriend.
he was John. I don't know.
So me and Clay went up to their Planet Hollywood suite. They had a suite. It was a Lady Chihuahua room. And we did mushrooms. We drank Evan Williams. And we smoked some weed. So we went downstairs tripping. Not tripping as much as we should have been, to be honest. Nothing was as good as it should have been. And so Karen was sitting there by a slot machine with her like 3 bags of like random ragged clothes. And trust me, she had somewhere to live. It was all put on. And she followed us out. And Aaron's girlfriend was wearing my trench coat at the time. And it sounds like a schizophrenia. This is true. And she pulls me into her like, oh, it's my man. Like, but she wasn't like being like, and Karen saw us and Karen walked away and that was the end of Karen. She's like frozen her step.
Bye, Karen.
So I'm pretty sure, just sit down, Karen. We don't want to hear your shit.
Okay, I don't know the meme, but it's all right.
No, but the thing is about the song is like none of the details actually relate to that. But I had a lot of homeless friends because I myself was homeless, but I was living in my car, so I wasn't homeless because they didn't have a car. So, you know, it's like a step up. So I was like living in a house, somebody lives in an apartment. I don't know. And they're like, we're going to go to our camp. And I'd protested and occupied Wall Street stuff, and we had this cool ass camp by UNLV. It was cool. And I thought, oh, cool, they got a homeless person camp. I thought it would be a bunch of tents and a bunch of hippies. And it was just like the side of a building with dirty clothes strung all around and a dirty mattress. That's what I thought a homeless person camp looked like. So there is like, even though she called herself Karen or Cara Lee, she told me her name is Cara Lee, but everybody else knew her as Karen. And she wanted me to like go to Connecticut to watch her die from alcoholism or some shit. God, this is all so strange to me now.
So sweet.
I gotta get another water.
So I would do that if I were you. So what I've done here, he likes to mess up my microphones.
I got 2
This is an
turntables.
expensive store-bought blue microphone. All right, here we go. So what I did is I turned off Master Send on all these tracks for a good reason. So you shouldn't be able to hear them now. Can't hear them. You can see I'm playing. Can't hear them. And the reason for that is because I want to send it to this aux bus, which I'm going to call it aux master. I don't know if that's the right
We've got
term
so many
for it.
stories. We've got so many activities to do.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send everything over to the aux master. I wish I could do it all at the same time. I can. Hang on.
So,
Watch this. I just got to make sure I turn off that last track because I don't want it going to it. So, add new receive. Here we go. Here's a little shortcut in Reaper. Add receives from all tracks. Boom. That's good to go. Except we don't want that I put after the aux master to be going to the aux master. And that was track 15, correct? Yes. Whoa!
whoa, there's an elephant upstairs. That elephant voluntarily chose to live with us.
All right, I don't know what that
What
was.
was that, David? Was this the last trumpet? Shoot.
Okay. So, now even if I play it now, I still shouldn't be able to hear anything. If you hear something,
Say something.
You've done something wrong. Say
If you hear
anything.
something, say something. That's the Aurelian universe we live in now.
Just say something.
Or I'm going to give up on you. That's time I got a cough.
Dude, that way. All right. Here we go.
Dude, so many cigars though.
So we got our Ox Master, we got our mixed bus. Boom! Ah! And
Gosh darn it.
so now, if we send our Ox Master to our mixed bus, we should be able to hear everything. Because without getting too complicated, the mixed bus has master send on, so it's actually routed to the master
I'm not gonna
fader.
fight this.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's embarrassing.
You know what? What creeps me out is when people don't smoke and don't have COVID and they cough. I'm like, are you okay?
Okay. Okay.
But there's people out there know they're like, I cough and I don't know why. I'm like, you're probably dying.
So I'm gonna send the Ox Master over to the mix bus. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know what to say about that.
No, what I'm saying is like there's reasons to cough. Smoking too much, taking a big bong rip, or having COVID. Outside of that, I don't see why you would cough.
Allergies, stuff like that.
I feel like you're making excuses for fucking sad people. Which is what this song's about! You know,
You finally figured it out.
the whole album's about making excuses for sad people.
Yes, the next album's gonna be making excuses for happy people.
Aww.
To all you happy folks out there, there is an album coming. It's called Shiny Happy People
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 3. Part 2.
The album. So, what we want to do here is we want to add a instance of relay
Whew. There's some weird people out there, bro.
relay to each one of these tracks. Relays relays part of the whole ozone isotope mix assistant thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So we want to go over to isotope. Okay.
So
and we
basically,
want to find relay.
what happened with this song is I kept adding verses because I felt like it didn't really wrap up the story.
VST3.
And so John's like, God, another verse? Another chorus? And I'm like, the story doesn't end. It has no resolution. It's not an Ariana Grande song. It needs to tell a story.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
Well,
Has nothing to do with this song. We're just
I did have to give up on Karen eventually.
sorry, Karen.
Oh my gosh! And the thing is, I was
Somewhere
going.
out there now.
She's probably dead, but the
Don't
thing,
fool yourself.
oh my God, the stalkers! Like it's weird because girls think they're the only ones to have stalkers. You got all this. You got some stalkers.
Girls love guys with racquetball goggles on.
and one man wolf pack.
At least if you walk into like a lab and something blows up, your eyes are safe.
That's true.
Okay, so we added a instance of relay
My eyes are half closed.
to each one of these tracks. What relay does is it allows the track to communicate with the isotope plugin we're about to show you. If you saw the first episode or whatever you want to call it, the first live mix session, then you know possibly what I'm talking about. You probably know what I'm talking about if you're into like the whole nerdy music technology at all.
They've been standing every episode.
We have too. We've been watching ourselves.
Episode 3 was rough, my brother.
Oh man, there's been a lot of rough moments in each episode, but you know it's all right. So it's called Visual Mixer. I don't know why I can't remember that. I can't visualize it for some reason.
In our defense, try to go back and
Visual
watch one
Mixer.
episode of Married with Children right now. It's unwatchable. Married with Children.
Yeah,
It used to, we watched it. We're like, this is the best show ever.
it seemed funny at the time.
Well, we were 3.
It made me not want to become a shoe salesman. Shoe salesman ever.
Right. Well, you don't need to sell shoes anymore because they just give them away for free.
Okay,
Does he get the joke?
do I get the joke?
Yeah.
I get the joke. They were
You're gonna-
bands.
Can I finish the joke? Bro, you're going to need a big van for all those vans you're stealing.
Okay. They're,
That was crazy.
it is
So
what it is.
We were watching them loot the van store. Apparently, there's a Reebok store. I feel like it's just piling it on. And they're like, this guy has 5 shoes boxes. He's going to Guantanamo Bay. That's literally how they acted.
That's true.
They're going to send him Guantanamo because he was black and stealing 5 boxes of shoes.
I don't even think that guy was black, dude. Anyway.
Well, I don't see skin color.
So, what we're going to do,
I don't even know what skin color I am.
we were so caught up in the combo, I almost forgot to set everything back to 0 here. So let's go
We should count
ahead,
down to 0.
take all our tracks,
I'm going to make sure dogs are okay.
put them at 0. You can make sure the dogs are okay. That's fine. That's fine. And if you notice here, I'm turning the master fader way down because we got everything normalized to 0. Everything's at the
I wanna
same
make
level.
sure you can't see these
The
shorts
mix
on
is
camera.
the balance is gonna sound like shit, but that's where
I just want to make sure you can't see these shorts.
that's where the
I'm still sitting down.
you're so confused by the delay.
Oh no.
That's where the visual mixer comes in. The visual mixer is gonna take this totally unbalanced track that's gonna be like and it's gonna give us a rough balance. It's gonna give us something to work with where we can hear everything all right, and you'll see. But the thing is, we gotta play it once through, all the way through, and let the visual mixer do its thing. So here we go. We're going over to Mix Assistant. Here's another thing. I mean, if you actually use this to mix, which I have done, it's nice. It's nice. But I like to use my MIDI mix. I like to use the real faders on the MIDI mix to do a lot of my mixing. So I don't use this really cool plugin here where you can kind of just take stuff and put it anywhere. Just maybe not even look at it. Just like totally. That's why it's called the visual mixer. It just you can put it anywhere. I mean, if you want to pan it to the right, you just take it, boom. You want to pan it to the left, same thing. You can move it up in volume. You can pan it and move it up in volume at the same time. You can take stuff. I'm not going to demonstrate because I don't want
You want me
to
to blow
mess
your
this up.
mind?
But you can also take stuff and make it really wide by pulling on like the sides. If I was clicked on it, I'm not. You can make it really mono by pushing it in. So it's a really cool thing
Pull it out.
if you don't got like
That's
an
what the belly
actual
button's for.
physical mixing device. Anyway,
I'm gonna blow your mind. You can pan left and right, but how do you pan up and down? Volume up, volume down.
that's true.
That's how I think of it.
Yeah, I kind of think of like sometimes like EQ will create that effect. Like it seems like sometimes the higher you take it, it might seem like it's higher up. We do know that you can pan front and back with like reverbs and delays and stuff like that. So I mean, mixing kind of is 3-dimensional in every way. If you want to
Plus,
think of it
there's
like
like the
that.
weird 5-speaker surround sound,
That's true.
which we've not done.
There's one guy, I can't remember who it is. He does a surround sound mix of every song he does, and he's been doing that for like the last 20 something years.
It's probably insane.
But he says it's not that hard. He says, once you got the normal mix done, to do the 5.1 is like I guess
so
a breeze.
cool, like Marimba Man.
It would be cool. I have the ability to do it, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna try.
Well, once-
And I don't have those. I have 2 speakers. That's it.
Well, we have many speakers.
But I do have. If you get the Waves Abbey Road plugin, you can actually do
yeah.
it on there. I would demonstrate that for you if everybody in the world was wearing headphones or everybody watching this video. All 2 of you.
it's not really everybody.
But with the Abbey Road plugin, basically it emulates the sound of Abbey Road Studio C, I think, Studio 3, something like that. But anyway,
I'll take care of it.
it really feels like you're sitting in a room when you got the headphones on.
I've got bad news for
It
you.
even has a head tracker on it.
There are more people listening to Babylon AD on a CD right now than watching this live stream.
Well, I'm telling them about cool stuff.
You ignored everything I just said to you.
I know.
They're like literally like spinning a CD of Babylon AD. There's like 5 people in the world doing that right now.
Cool.
It's actually kind of nice and
I like Bevel ID.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock them. They were good. They're good for a metal band.
yeah.
Okay, and not very known, and they're still doing it today, as far as I know. 'Cause they
Right.
made
So
some
if you guys
recent
want to
albums.
collaborate, don't call me. I don't have a cell phone.
He plays keyboards like this.
Well, I write decent lyrics with my
He'll
brother.
put some keyboard.
I don't. Why don't I have a cell phone, John?
Anyway, let's get this going. Let's get our rough balance going using the visual mixer, using Mix Assistant. And if you look on here, welcome to Mix Assistant. Quickly get your tracks ready to mix by letting Mix Assistant set your starting levels. Do all this other stuff. I put the plugins afterwards. You can put the plugins before them, so you can basically mix it and then have it. I don't know.
That's really cool, bro.
It's cool. It's cool.
I don't even know what I'm responding to.
So I'll hit begin here. It'll say listening. This is gonna be a long time, dude. Though this is a long track, so it's gonna take
but like
a while.
I said, it really only has 3 parts. It has the verse, the chorus, and then the interlude part.
And it says begin listening.
Stop listening.
But you do gotta pick at least one focus. So if you ever hit
Nope,
the
never gonna
play
do
button or the space bar or whatever you do to get your dog going,
Birdie.
And nothing happens?
I'm focusing on Birdie.
because you haven't selected a focus.
And then it all emanates from Her Majesty.
So
Oh?
did
I
I
think
put?
so.
I actually put a relay on. I put a relay on the vocal that's muted, which. Jeez.
Jesus.
It's on mute anyway, so we're not even going to worry about it. We just want to make sure we don't make that the focus because it's muted. So, Vocal 1 demo is our vocal track we're probably going to be using.
I would also give it 1 star.
Probably got to do a little touching up to the vocal, but don't judge me. I'm not going to do it right now because that would really bore you. If you had to watch me tune a vocal,
But if you would have watched him dance, it was a beautiful thing.
no, I'm copying. It's contagious.
No,
That's what I heard.
we're done with Cumgate. We're done with it. We're not doing it anymore. Cumgate is finished.
Okay, so
I mean, she's pregnant now. What are you going to do about it?
see if I don't have it. That's what I meant. I didn't mean. So
I know what she meant.
So if I don't have a focus selected, it won't even let me hit begin listening. That's what I was referring to when I was saying hit and play or whatever. It'll play. It just won't start.
I
mixing it
fainted the next day.
But here's the thing. It's not going to do anything while it's playing.
I thought about
Afterwards, it's going to say, here's the results. Here are the results.
She's pregnant. That's the results.
And anyway, let's begin listening
No.
to this
But
song.
what happened is
Completely unmixed. All faders.
Have you hit the
All
button?
channels
Have you
up
hit the
to
button?
all channels at 0.
Wait, no, don't hit the button yet. So the first time I had a kid, I think it was the first time I had a kid, we went to the hospital tour. You go through the maternity ward, and I fainted. And then this last time I found out, the next day I thought about it too much and I fainted again.
Okay, here we go. Begin listening. Play your song from the beginning. And do that. Here we go. You can see all those, I don't know why I'm pointing with my finger. You can't see my finger on the screen. You can see how a lot of the tracks are like clipping because they're hitting. But, Visual Mixer's going to take care of that. Visual Mixer's going to turn stuff down and level it out and give us a really good rough balance.
Right.
Hopefully. It may not know what's going on. Maybe like,
I'm gonna
that's
see
a
it.
flute.
The dog song goes still outside, so I have to check that out.
Okay. It's fine.
You learned so much about me this way.
My throat is really dry right now.
I'll be back.
I also smoked too many cigars and may have consumed too much alcoholic beverages. And I'm talking so you don't actually listen to this. It actually sounds decent. We can actually turn the master fader up. I'll make sure I don't hit anything else and mess it up to get a better idea of what it sounds like.
I feel bad for the character in the song, unlike Karen. Don't feel bad for Karen or Carly where they fucking stole my hat. Or they can't really hear the lyrics.
No. Because vocals, they're very dynamic. You can have parts that are really loud and parts that are really quiet. You gotta control
You
it.
know you've been gaslighted when you have to defend being a, how old are we? Ish?
22-ish.
Oh, a Taylor Swift reference.
All right.
22 by Taylor Swift. You knew that. Anyway, and you have to defend drinking alcohol, which is legal, and smoking cigars.
My throat is so dry. This is not a mixing session. This is a coughing session.
I feel like this is an episode of Dr. Phil without Dr. Phil because he's an idiot. And he's bald and fat. He sucked at wrestling. Was he the Colonel was good.
Like in the video game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was horrible.
Wait, we had him?
We had Dr. Phil, he was terrible. But the Colonel could be trouble. Colonel Sanders could be trouble in a Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Do they even know what we're talking
If you
about?
smell what the Colonel is cooking.
He was cooking defeat for Dr. Phil. We used to play the wrestling video game all the time. And you could download all these custom wrestlers, people make celebrities. But then it was so glitchy, we just gave up. Right?
Oh, that new one? Yeah.
yeah.
I gave up on even downloading patches. I was like, I defended it. At first, I'm like, I don't get it. It's fun. It was fun.
It just got worse.
Until it started, like, breaking.
It just got worse. Like they like it would like reset all your shit and stuff. I'm like, we'd probably do something else in our lives, like play wrestling action figures. Got that figure itch to scratch. That's just a sucker now.
What?
I said when you can scratch your. I didn't say this, but I'm revising my statement. When you can scratch your figure itch and scratch your sunburn at the same time.
Oh. Huh.
Grown men do collect action figures.
That is true.
There's grown women too. Remember Toy Chest? The YouTube channel Toy Chest? She had big boobs. It's a pun. She'd go around to different.
I kind of do.
Oh. So she had big boobs. She has big boobs. And she goes around to like conventions and stuff. And her channel's called Toy Chest.
True, true.
I mean, I'm not even being a perv. She knows. She's not here.
She is.
No,
Walked
no.
into the studio.
Whoa.
I didn't even know that existed.
No.
And I played it. Look crazy. I don't know what kind of instrument that is. That's a
Scratching your figure, Jesse.
I am. I got a sunburn. I've had a sunburn
Oh.
for a few days, but it's starting to go away.
So when we got a lot of our stuff back from Vegas, we made some cool videos. One day we'll show them to you. It's got to be better than my ally.
Oh
by
gosh, I see myself scratching. Like really bad.
I gotta keep my eyes open.
I won't do that again.
I can scratch it for you.
I'm keeping my hand on the keyboard.
Ew.
There's some skin coming off. All right.
Paging Dr. Crazy.
Okay.
What?
So that was the song, completely unmixed, with everything cranked to 0.
And now we're gonna be quiet and listen to it. There's no point.
Now we say, go to results.
What? Why is voice 0?
Because
It's the Star Trek.
we got to focus. The voice is the focus. Luckily, it didn't pick up any like other instruments as voices, like it does sometimes with keyboard parts. So what you want to do is you want to go to edit classification, make sure that everything's right here. So brushes, crash percussion, snare percussion, hi-hat percussion,
These
kick
glasses
percussion, ride bell percussion,
I'm
snare
sorry,
on percussion.
I took these off.
Bass is bass. He's doing a really good job of actually
my toe
categorizing
hurts.
stuff.
Somebody want me to do it shirtless? I'm not ready yet.
Cakewalk is musical.
You don't want to see that.
88's
yet.
musical. 88's musical. That's right.
I'm gonna gaslight myself.
Vocal 1. We're not gonna worry about it. It's muted.
You're lucky I'm wearing shorts.
Let's.
Okay, my eyes probably look fucking awful, but I've been drinking so much.
We're gonna call that voice, even though we may end up using a piece from it or whatever. But okay. So vocal 1 demo is the focus. Acoustic guitar is musical. So
Oh man, my nose.
pretty good. Let's hear what it did though.
Oh, those are uncomfortable.
Let's see what
How
we
did
got
Bono
going.
do it?
Oh, need some volume.
When we topped the double Dutch daily, she preferred to be referred to as I am what I am. Her parents named her Susie Jane Marley. She was christened with the name of a saint.
Put the acoustic guitar really loud, which is kind of cool. It gives it a different sound than what I'm used to.
She signed her check, signed
But anyway, the point is to get a rough mix, which it does really good.
Well,
Because I'm going
Does
to
really
change
well.
volumes as I go. I'm going to change, correcting my grammar. We're going to change volume as we go anyway.
found her.
Obviously, the vocal needs to be controlled a lot. It's a dynamic instrument, especially mine. All right, here we go. So we're going to say accept, because it's fine. It's not like the drums are like, ah. But, I mean, if you want to, if you got this program, you can actually, I can go into here and turning musical up, all the instruments that are categorized as musical would go up, right?
right, we don't need to do that. But
Percussion, same thing, bass, voice, focus. You can move that stuff around. Obviously, they put voice as 0, which is a good idea.
Girl's got a friend.
Or not voice, focus as 0.
Her mom labeled her trouble.
Okay, so we're going to say accept. And now you can see in the visual mixer, you can see how
Said she was.
instead of everything being in one place like we had it, it's kind of moved up and all around and stuff.
Cause she admitted
It looks like some of these instruments, I believe, I guess not. I thought some of them had pan on them, but yeah, nothing has pan yet. So we can go ahead and we are going to color the tracks in a second, but you should do first. But anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to find a part of the song that's got a lot going on, a chorus with a lot going on, and we're going to add some ozone to it to give it some mixed bus processing.
So what happened in this song is one of the cards we pulled was a Teddy Bear Picnic song, but the other ones we had to mention 10 names or something like that, and that's how we ended up with like Cozy Mel's.
Oh, this song we had
Carl's
to.
here.
Yeah, I could find the book, but I'm not going to right now.
Okay, thanks for nothing.
You're welcome.
No, that was one of the rules. Like I had to mention. Like I know, God should have had to mention 10 cities, and that turned out weird.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, it's for the best. I had to block some girl earlier because she was like, 2020 is the worst year ever. And I said, it's the best year ever. She goes, why would you say that? And I go, I think you know. And she's like, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, I'm blocking you.
You know what I said? We're gonna party like it's not it's not 2020.
Dude, the point is that, like, oh,
Huh?
it's right there. It's right in front of me.
Yeah, we're not gonna bust it out right now. So,
No, the point is, okay, I get it. In all seriousness, if you lost like a family member or a friend to COVID, I get, like, it could be, because our worst year was 2014, so I get that. But if you wait to, like, people of color stand up for themselves and white people stand with them, and all of a sudden it's the worst year of your life, you're probably a fucking racist. I'm not even joking. I'm dead serious. Like, if you're a white person saying this is the worst year ever after black people stand up for themselves, then you're an asshole. God, I got serious. I'm being serious, though.
all right, this seems like a good part to do it on. So,
But you know what? You know what Birdie asked me today? She says, is an egomaniac going to recognize this as being good? And I said, no. And she's like, block that bitch. I could have been a guy or girl I was talking about. A bitch is a term you use for anybody as being a bitch.
like me.
Well, I can be a salty bitch sometimes.
Oh, I'm a buttery bitch. I don't know what that means. But
Is that how you get salty butter? I'm always like, what is salty butter?
salted butter, not salty butter. It's salted or it's unsalted.
I know nothing about food.
So we're gonna go ahead. I'll take my toast with salty butter. Really salty butter.
It's nasty.
Don't give me that unsalted shit. It's too healthy as it is. I need some more. Need some more stress in my body.
I need some more clogged arteries in case I have too many. I have too many arteries to begin with.
Hey, the salt will preserve you, though.
When you're dead.
Okay. So
You know what's good for your arteries is garlic, people. But don't give it to your cats. Garlic is toxic to your cats.
and your vampires. All right. So okay.
Keep telling them that. Have you ever seen Lost Boys and they try to like poison him with garlic? It doesn't work.
Nah, but I thought you were gonna talk about what we do in the shadows. Anybody ever seen that?
Oh, so good.
Would you like biscotti? How are the worms in your biscotti? Okay.
But ironically, we've had to throw so many boxes out that actually got our mealworms in them.
Yes.
That's
I
actually,
gotta tell you,
tell them the truth.
if you buy spaghetti, buy it in a bag.
Do not buy the boxes because you will have worms in your biscotti.
And it's not just because you left it in the cupboard
like
too
it's
long,
not like
or
you're-
you got worms in your house. Because after I discovered like a mealworm in a box that was in the cupboard, I went to the store to get some to replace that biscotti, and I picked the box and a mealworm fell out of it. It wasn't even open, but I was like, nope.
Yeah, as we have.
Bagged spaghetti
Yeah,
it is.
we
American Beauty or whatever the hell it's called. I mean, that's not the one that had the worm in it. That's the bagged kind, but yeah.
American Beauty's the one that had the Kevin Spacey in it. Have you ever, like, you buy a box of spaghetti, you open up and Kevin Spacey falls out, you're just like, I need this.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go to Master Assistant. What this is going to do is give us some mixed bus processing. It's usually pretty light processing, but that's good. You don't want it like over, like compressing your mix because we're just using this for the mix bus. But you know, here we go. Anyway,
So is this automated or manual?
this is actually you can mess with it afterwards, but just to get it louder, which brings up the we're gonna need to turn it down
Little
because
white
it's gonna
shorts
jump
you
up.
used to wear.
All right. Anyway,
You really don't wear those anymore?
I never wore those.
He was like,
I bought them as a joke.
we do this. This makes us sound so bourgeoisie. So we go into stores and we dare each other to buy the worst clothes and then wear them.
Yes.
Somehow me and Taylor Swift ended up wearing the same style though from that.
I liked them because they were like Freddie Mercury live in Montreal style.
But Freddie Mercury weighed 80 pounds. Like, this is not like being mean. He was like 30
Yes.
and he weighed like 80 pounds.
All right.
Not literally. He was
So
80 pounds.
we're gonna make sure we got it on a loop. We got our master. We're gonna turn on the master assistant. Modern's good. Manual's good.
Okay.
Medium intensity. We're gonna set it for streaming so that it puts it at minus 1.0 dBs.
So
And we are going to say next, waiting for you to play audio. All right, then. Playing audio.
it's picking one section of the song.
I picked one section of the song. You picked loudest, noisiest. Well, I don't know if this is even the loudest, noisiest section, but it got a lot going on. There's a lot of instruments playing.
So
it works. That's what I was talking about, the volume jumping up. It hit the maximizer, which takes it up to the minus
our
1.0.
It doesn't matter. Forget it. Don't worry about it.
Except, as you can see, it didn't actually add dynamics. It didn't. Apparently, didn't detect any need for like heavy compression, but it's got the.
It does need it though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be the one to do that. We're not gonna do it on the main bus, but yeah.
So
And we're gonna make sure that we save this.
yeah. So what? I was gonna say something. Yes. No. Maybe.
And if you didn't see this in the
Big Ball says.
If you didn't see this in the previous video, why I got this aux master here feeding into this is so if I want to squash the track or make it louder. What? It always sounds really cool though, because
No,
it sounds louder without getting louder.
I'm gonna smoke another cigar.
I am too. We're gonna take a break here in a second, folks.
But first, I have to remind myself why.
John messed up. All the tracks were still selected. I'm always like, why are they touching their face? And then like, I find myself touching my face, which is just like,
What happens when I touch your face?
I'm deep in thought, so I'm like, just like.
I take it.
Anyway, let me
I take
show
it
you.
eye infections.
I'll show you what you can do. I pulled back.
What's that one song?
It's not actually getting louder, but it sounds loud. That's kind of what the loudness wars is about. Just like really pushing the limiter.
That song
which
where he's like,
you kind of got to do it a little bit because your shit'll sound quiet.
we're not
That's
gonna
other
sing
stuff.
the melody because we don't get flagged. But like,
Alright, we don't
I'm
need
glad
those.
that you're crazy like me or something.
I'm glad it's yours.
No, don't do it, dude. You get flagged. You get flagged.
You get flagged for.
I was being facetious, but she's like, oh, she takes my face in her hands. It's like, don't touch my face.
Lonely. I like that you're lonely.
But she gave him corona. She touched his face. That's how you get corona. You touch somebody's face.
Huh.
Isn't that-
Save.
Do you remember the days?
Save.
Have you had a girlfriend where you had
Save. Oh.
Does anybody here know what butterfly kisses are?
Nobody wants to know.
No. It was between me and a woman.
Oh, okay. It's just.
I had a baby with her. This is not bullshit. So, no, I mean, like, literally, he exists. Oh, my God. So, anyway, butterfly kisses are where you, like, flash each other's eyelashes against each other. So cute.
Here's the thing. We're gonna take a break.
We're going to do some butterfly.
I ain't gonna lie. I got pee really bad.
I ain't going to lie. I got some butterfly kisses to give.
But if you stick around,
Do you know what Eskimo kisses
I will maybe
are?
come back with a Lady Gaga shirt on. How cool would that be?
What if I took my shirt off?
No. Show me your shirt. One man wolf bag. I feel that way. I feel pretty alone here.
I'm never alone. Alexa, what do you think of me?
Don't do that to people. Not everybody's Alexa's going off. Okay, let's take.
Oh no, Alexa, how do you feel?
See, I'm doing it again.
She's like,
I'm gonna get out of that habit. I don't do that until I'm on camera. Then I'm like,
you know what's funny is
or mixing. Maybe it's just a mixing.
like
thing.
you know how Alexa's she's so wonderful because she flatters you. When you ask her, she's told me something else, but I'm not gonna repeat it here because it's personal.
Yeah.
Alexa, what do you think of me? And she goes, I think you have a nice voice.
I tell you, I use the restroom. All right. Anyway.
Oh no, you waited too long.
Oh, jeez.
No.
It's a puddle on the studio.
You needed to change more than your shirt.
So we are gonna play this song all the way through, like it is right now.
Right.
Hasn't been mixed at all. I mean, the visual mixer. The visual mixer did its audio.
Coded. You gave me coded disease.
It did its thing, and we got a little bit of mix bus
Wait, is that the
processing
Lady
going
Gaga
on.
shirt you made, but you were envious of the one I made? 'Cause I went simpler.
Yeah.
I had a Lady Gaga.
Mine's out of date now. I'm missing 2 albums from my shirt, if you count A Star Is Born.
I don't count that shit. Wait, what about Chromium or whatever it's called?
Chromatica? Chromatica? Is that what it's called? I think.
I mean, if you want
Chromatic. I
I'm not
don't
feeling it
know.
anymore, man.
I gotta listen to it. I haven't listened to it.
I don't want to listen to
I will though. I will listen to it on these nice speakers.
Oh, did you hear the Ariana Grande song?
I'm not gonna do. We're not gonna bag. I heard it. All right. Yeah. But all right.
I love the new Taylor Swift album.
Okay. So.
Well, I mean,
all right. Here we go. We're gonna play this song. We're gonna take a break.
you want to hear something funny?
I'll possibly come back with a Lady
You
Gaga
hear
shirt
something
on.
funny?
If I can
Don't
find
say
it.
that. Don't say that. Never mind.
Anyway, here we go.
First they called her rocket ships.
Be right back. Intermission or be right back.
Then they named her
Be right back, folks.
Be right back.
When we topped the double Dutch dairy, she preferred to be referred to as I am what I
We have to check
am.
this.
Her parents
It should
named
pop
her
up on there.
Susie Jane.
It will. It's still got audio going there, so let's leave.
We'll just make sure.
She used to rise table-headed tight. She signed her checks. I am what I am. Found her on Main Street, bleeding on my drove her to the nearest sticks. She insisted we cruise to the cozy hills. I sell her for a pint of Sam Adams. She ordered rounds of Evan Williams. Then she asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich. We ended the night at the Lambda on Main Street. Crying on old days. Sailing through space like Flash Gordon did. Her first dream was to be Sally Ride, or land on the moon with buzzes all through. She left here on a main line, dreaming one last perfect dream. She saw love from outer space, drifting out of reach.
You know, you hear the door slam and it's me. But just one more minute here. One more minute. Oops. I don't know what I did, but oh, all right.
First they called a rocket ship.
Don't go crazy. One more minute.
Then they named a pocket knife. When we got the double Dutch day, she referred to as I am what I am. Her parents' name is Susie Jane Marley. She was christened with the name of the saint. We teased her as tango-headed type. She signed her checks, I ain't what settled for a pint of Sam Adams. She ordered rounds of Evan Williams. Then she asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich. Ended the night at
All right, we're just waiting for Aaron. Whoa, I hear dogs. Dogs in the studio. Oh. Okay, I couldn't find it. So, oh, great. Oh, great. You're in for a surprise. You're in for a big surprise.
What's wrong?
So, hi. There we are. So, I couldn't find my Lady Gaga shirt. Instead, I put this really nerdy Spock versus Spock shirt on it you bought for me, and it smells really musty.
Probably so much when I bought it. No,
Oh,
it did
gosh. And I thought you smelled bad. You don't smell bad.
He's licking the
You
microphone.
smell good. This is cotton.
Wait, did you leave the audio on in the other room?
Did I leave the audio on? It's not hopefully gonna matter. Anyway, all right, it's time to get to the good stuff. I'm not talking about color coding.
He doesn't
'cause
drink
I'm
beer.
not gonna do
dogs
that right
actually
now.
shouldn't drink beer, but some dogs do, and they live to ripe old age. These dogs hate beer. What do you try to give it to them? They don't want anything to do with it.
Well, shoot, let's color code it. Let's color code it. It's too easy not to do, and it makes it a lot easier.
You've never felt
to-
like you've never felt like you're cliche with Spock versus your own goatee Spock.
I don't know. These sleeves are tight though.
Oh, it looks great.
Ah! Oh, oh, look at that cotton. Smell that muscle. All right, here we go. So what we're gonna do? He's obsessed with it. Okay, so
He's smelling every which way.
go ahead and set these drums to a color. Make them red.
So, do they know that Cotton and Shell actually performed on a song on Turquoise Dream Seed?
They don't know that.
Okay, our 2017 album. Is this clear what I'm saying?
It's clear what you're saying. Yes.
Turquoise Dream Seed. We drew a card where you had to do percussion with your voices, and we didn't want to do it. So we got the dogs to do it. We just looped their snorts and cries and whining. And it turned out pretty good. It's called Carnival Games. Luckily, it was only like 45 seconds. So he wants to leave.
Why don't you take him back to where he came from? Oh,
Heaven.
and go mute that monitor you left on in the other room.
It wasn't really that funny. I don't know why.
It wasn't a really good one. A real knee slapper.
Whoa! Me and my poodle will be right back. John.
Huh.
We'll be right back.
Cool. I make vocals yellow because I
We
know
were up the stairs of 11.
Freddie Mercury's favorite color was yellow. So,
No!
and I think of Freddie Mercury as like the
He's going up the stairs.
penultimate. Is that the right word? Penultimate
Oh no, she ran him over.
vocalist.
Josh, give me high five, bro.
Cool. He's getting high fives from dogs. You gotta love that. And go with the nice 1980s color on the keyboards, because that was the age of the synth. Even though we don't have really synthy sounds, we don't got really synthy sounds going on here. They're kind of more natural sounding keyboard sounds, as long as you're not too picky. Let's go ahead and make those suckers. Let's make them neon green. Got the LA Gear shoelaces going on.
Oh, they don't know what LA Gears are.
And this acoustic guitar.
They don't even know what British Knights are.
You can mix up whatever track color you
Do
want.
they know what British Knights BKs?
Not important.
Do they know what British Knights are?
It's important, but not.
John.
What?
Do British Knights shoes still exist? British Knights?
British Knights. I really don't know.
Tell us, Bertie and Caitlin. You guys live in Britain. You should know.
we're gonna save this though, because there ain't no way I'm gonna have a crash. Gonna have to redo all the colors.
Of the rainbow.
Boy, that was exhausting. Anyway.
Oh, it's going to be so hard to watch. You tell us.
You're hard to watch.
Well, like a little kid's hard to watch. Like those kids are hard to watch, man.
All right. Okay. First thing on the vocal. We're going to do a vocal rider. I always say I'm going to do a vocal rider at the beginning and the end. And I never really get around to doing it at the end because we're kind of like
Lazy.
we're lazy and we got time constraints to some extent.
We do?
I don't know. So
Because we ain't crunching for a CD release party like we do every year.
you don't know how long it took me to figure out that in Reaper you can actually just type in the plugin you're looking for and it pulls it
Can I
right
tell
up.
Can I tell a story about our CD release parties? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not bullshitting. I'm telling a real story.
no, you can tell some stories. Who wants to hear your stories?
How many people watching?
3. Okay.
All right, let's take bets on it whether it's Birdie or Taylor Swift watching.
Are you Birdie or Taylor Swift? Because
Well-
this guy is insistent that he's just insisting that one of
Well,
you.
one dressed up like Mary Magdalena for me, and the other one's got really hard ass on Donald Trump once we became really good friends again. Like, I'm sorry about all that stuff. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. Can I tell my story?
I just hope it's not Lady Gaga or Ariana Grande watching.
Or Eric Clapton, because he's got nothing to learn from us. He's getting worse at guitar as he watches.
he's never played like this before.
Um,
Let me tell you.
I'll take care of that. But no, we used to we made the albums we had to make. We didn't cut them short. We timed them so they kind of come out in the spring or summer because in Omaha you can't have parties in winter because nobody goes outside. And we always think, well, let's get it done by spring or summer if we can, and we managed to do it. It's happened for 3 or 4 years in a row until last summer, right? And
Sure.
now with COVID, fuck.
No parties.
No parties.
No more parties.
Just sexy parties.
Those are definitely banned. Definitely no sexy
Oh,
parties.
Okay, so they've been gaslighting me and my wife with the come get thing, and now in England they're saying you're not allowed to have sex because of COVID.
I think that's a pretty good rule.
Well, it's too late.
Anyway, all right. So our goal with the vocal rider, I know I'm repeating myself from the previous mix, but our goal is to kind of have it float around 0 right here and not go beyond these right here. We do not want to go beyond the range. We want to float somewhere kind of in the middle. This part I picked it because it's kind of quiet. So if we want this a little higher than 0, then we're going to pick a louder part and we're going to hope it goes below 0. We're just going to do it though it sounds right. Here we go. I got it on a loop. It's going to be like 2 lines, but it's not going to take that long, I hope. See, that's way too much. So we want to... It can go a little bit louder than that. Watch the fader on this screen right here. I'm going to move it around. Which one's bigger? Okay, you can see it right there. I'm gonna move it. Whoa! Now you can really see it. Go down a little bit. You see that part jumps. I'm gonna turn it on fast. I don't know why. I just prefer it on fast. I feel like slow doesn't quite give you an impact. All right, let's pause it. Let's go to a part where the peaks are really peeking out, which I'm sure there's a part on it that does that. I think we just passed up our penultimate part. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and loop this sucker right here and see what we get. Really, the compression will take care of a lot of this too, but we want to kind of get it prepped for the compression stage. That's why we're doing this. Let's bring it down till it's kind of floating around.
I made a mistake of looking at the news. All right. I'm tired of looking at my face, so I'm going to say that. I can't see the screen. So many weird stories. Did we lose our third viewer by now?
Nope.
It's definitely Birdie.
Okay. So the at the wind part was kind of quiet, but compression.
Wait. Does this count as a viewer? Does that count as a viewer? Probably.
That is, yeah.
And that counts as a viewer.
Yeah.
So we've only got Birdie with us.
Are you Birdie? Who are you? Who are you? All right. Okay. So.
Wait, if I'm Birdie, then it's Taylor Swift that's watching. If I'm Taylor Swift, then it's Birdie that's watching. And Caitlin is watching if Birdie is watching because they sleep in the same bedroom. No, it's a true story.
Somebody out there stealing all your thoughts.
Ooh.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead.
Good luck with those, by the way. You're welcome to them. See you.
Gonna go ahead and jump over to our CLA Mix Hub Lite from Waves.
Oh, I can't see. This is stupid.
Yeah, why do you got those on?
Because I feel like I look tired, like Rob Van Dam. Like if I look tired, I had two.
Oh,
like,
Rob Van Dam's watching. He's like, oh fuck this guy. This guy keeps comparing himself to me.
No. But he's stoned all the time. If you're stoned all the time, your eyes can look like you can have like X's for eyes, and I understand that. Like cartoons, like X's.
Okay.
X's and O's. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a weirder one. Do you remember Cher Lloyd?
No.
Wasn't that a Cher Lloyd song? Was it? Guys, if you're listening, write into us on the chat and tell us if Cher Lloyd did X's and O's.
The chat. We can't even see the chat. Oh, well. Put it in the comments. Don't worry about the
Did
chat.
Cher Lloyd do X's and O's?
Yes. Okay.
Well, Golem thinks they did. She did.
Yes.
No, Cher Lloyd did not do X's and O's. Yes, she did. No, Cher Lloyd's better than X's and O's. No, Cher Lloyd's worse than X's and O's. God, I can't remember. Please write us. You can tweet me at Ascension Arcana, and if you don't know how to spell it, then you don't deserve to tweet me. Or you can find me at Aaron Mystery, which is what do you call the name that's not your Twitter handle?
Your real name?
Or you can tweet me at my real name, Aaron Mystery.
Okay. Why do I keep doing that? I'm just like getting thought. And my beard is like getting out of control.
It looks like pubes.
It does. I got a
I'm
beard.
not gonna lie to you. It looks like a ball sack.
I got a very, very puby beard. It's all right. You haven't seen my pubes. Here we go. We're gonna add a little bit of. We're gonna see what some 10K does to this vocal. See if it brightens it up. And
Oh God.
what?
Now you're doing weird voices. What happened to you?
I don't know.
It's like the Yellow Submarine version of Paul McCartney.
Hello, I'm Paul from the Yellow Submarine. We're gonna have a watch party, even though we didn't really do the voices. Everybody watching along with us. It's the Yellow
They
Submarine.
were so bad doing the voices. Nobody knows who did the voice for George Harrison in Yellow Submarine.
It was probably George Harrison.
I think. I really believe. But was it? Did it sound like?
It could have been me. You never know.
So Paul McCartney did the voice of George Harrison in the Yellow Submarine movie.
Hello, I'm George Harrison. I like to play the sitar. What do you think of
He
this
also likes to
sitar?
play the guitar.
Come join my band, the Traveling Wheelbarrows. We're gonna have a good old time.
Just becoming Ed Sheeran.
All right, here we go. Let's add a little 10K to it, shall we?
Okay, which one of these celebrities did Bertie never meet? George Clooney, Will Ferrell, Ed Sheeran, or Lord Jesus?
Can I add some 10K to the vocal?
Just answer the question.
I don't know.
She met all of them.
Okay, here we go. Let's get a little volume though.
Then they named a pocket knife pan. When we topped the double Dutch stick.
Not a big fan of that. All right,
Are you talking about what I said or your part?
both.
Parents' name is Susie Jane.
You met them. You met them. You didn't want her close to you.
We teach the rise, tango,
You said you'd never work with us.
Let's try our 7K. My favorite, 7K.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
and
to
then-
be fair,
What?
your favorite Impact wrestler is Moose, so you can't say it's not. You'll sound like a racist. You can cover for yourself right now. Do it.
We want the vocal to be bright because everything else can be brightened up eventually.
John, cover for yourself. My favorite wrestler isn't Moose. It's Willie Mack.
All right.
Who's cooler, Willie Mack or Moose? John,
Willie Mack is the coolest.
nothing wrong with that. Moose just tuned out. We just lost the viewer. Moose ain't listening to shit. He's got some truck horns.
Do some vocal presence here. Go all the way up. Whoa. Clearly too much.
It sounded better though. The whole song.
Yeah. Turn this to a bell.
Can you survive on whiskey?
Let's turn some 7K down.
John, you're an expert. Can you survive on whiskey?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna hate the way I look later. Don't do that to yourself. Okay.
Need the vocals to come back in so I can hear what I'm doing here.
This is a teddy bear picnic spark, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a good start for an alcoholic. Can I open my eyes?
I drove her to the nearest ditch. She insisted we cruise to the cozy hills.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Cozy Mel's? Be honest.
I don't think I've ever been to a Cozy Mel's.
But you've been to a Carl's Jr.
Yes. For sure.
Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. The one across the UNLV hasn't been open in years. You know, I used to take breaks. I was in college, you know. Don't worry about it. It can wait.
You see him at 2K 200. I got on a loop. Oh, it doesn't like what I did. Let me go. There's too much of something, probably 5K. Let me go down. Let me try making the.
How far in his life?
I'm gonna make the bell smaller. Make it bigger. It's better, bigger.
Why'd you leave on Main Street, John? She was a little kid when this song started. Now she's
Kind of like it right there.
half dead.
Okay, it needs to be compressed though.
When did they hear soft from the beginning so I can explain the storyline again? So what happens is we start. If you're just tuning in, the third person has been watching every live feed. It's interesting because we start and she's really young, and she has all these aspirations, but she's kind of a mess even as a little kid, and that never changes. She just becomes more and more of a mess.
Okay. Onto the compression, turning the threshold up all the way. Let's start with Bluey. I kind of like Bluey sometimes.
Is that really
Turning the ratio up.
Pretty good.
That's definitely overdoing it. But I gotta actually, I gotta turn the bit. I gotta, hang on real quick. I gotta make sure that, because when I turn the ratio up, the volume gets louder. So,
Oh, I've been
makeup game.
I've
would
been
be
to
pretty
those
nice.
parties. Yeah,
I don't think I like that. I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna not go with the Bluey. Let me see how that sounds. It was. We sure don't got much volume here in the studio.
Gosh dang it! I got the hiccups. I'm leaving. I'm not supposed to do it.
I like it around there somewhere. See what we can do with the release, which I don't mess with too much. That controls the transients and a lot of the harsh highs that I added. A little too much though, we're losing some of the transients. I mean, I want to control this, but now we're gonna bring the threshold down. I had a little too much something. Let me see which one. Turn 7K down. Yeah, too much 7K. Right about there. hit save on that. Now we're gonna go ahead and give it some grime, some distortion.
I settled for a pint of sand meadow.
Minus 20 dB button. Drive it with the mic preamp.
She asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich. We ended the night.
Bring the fader back down on the vocal. Make it too quiet. Turn that preamp up. Try going all the way up on the mic preamp. See how it sounds. See how dirty it sounds. A little too much. Kind of into that. One can pretend. No, it's fine. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add the CLA vocal plugin from Waves. I got a bunch of Waves plugins. I end up using these just because it's the simplest way to do it. And for me, the simplest way is the best way. It keeps me from spending like months on one song. So once you find a workflow that's quick and efficient, go with it, and you can always do stuff later on. Stuff will pop out at you. If you do something wrong and you give the song a couple days, once you go back and listen to it, you'll be like, ooh. So, that's the point. Move quick. Because if you don't move quick, your mind will play tricks on you. Okay, let's see here. Remember, VST3, and we want it to be stereo. So we're going to go ahead and do the CLA vocals stereo. Alright, we're going to turn all these off to start with. Because if I got them all on and I try to work with it, I'm not going to know what I'm hearing. Only always start with the delay. You can do whatever you want. But I say one at a time. I'll give you a pretty damn good idea. Just try and slap.
I settled for a pint of sand meadows. She ordered Roosevelt and Williams.
Whoa!
She asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich. We ended the night at the
Maybe on the chorus a longer delay would work, but we can go back and automate it or add a separate delay that's longer or whatever you want to do. But let's stick with slap because it's a somewhat quick vocal on the verse. Bring it down. I need a little more than that. Tell you right now, the vocal's too loud. try some stereo effects. That was pretty cool. I'd go with wide because it's too much, but it's not too much. We're gonna go down. It's got a nice sound. A little too much. I say we may want to go with the price stereo instead of wide. Okay, let's try some treble. Try that and come down on it a lot. I got it pretty high.
I sent her for a pint of Sam Adams. She ordered Roosevelt and Williams. Then she asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich.
Too much.
We ended the night at the Atlanta on Main Street.
Switching through them to see which one sounds the best at this volume. Without. Let's go with that one. See if we add some lower stuff to it, all the way up. Whoa, well, let me grab it. Right there. We do gotta compress this a little more. Bringing it down. Ooh, that's over compressed. Start it over. Kind of like that. See what we can do with the rear. Bring it up really high. See which one sounds best timing wise. I think large will be sufficient.
sit on the couch and do like some stuff.
I'll be back. This is so comfortable over here.
We're gonna add a limiter. Normally I'd add a limiter. I'd add a limiter before like all the vocal effects and stuff like that. But I forgot to do it. So we're gonna see how it sounds afterwards to see if it.
I could sleep on this fucking couch right now. Whew, it's comfy. It's fuzzy as fuck.
L1 limiter stereo. And let's see.
Well, people didn't tune in to watch me sleep. Or do they?
Let's try a preset here and work with it.
Whoa.
See what we get. Turn it up. Not digging that at all. Let's try putting it before. We may just not put it on there. Here
What
we
genre
go.
we got?
I settled for a pint of Sandmouse. She ordered rice of Evan Williams. Then she asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich.
Try a different one.
We ended the night at the Wynn. I left on Main Street.
Auto release.
What?
We'll try auto release. Not really digging any of those. Let me try going back.
I'm sleepy.
Let me try going back to my full reset here.
Whew. Can't wait to fudge up. I'm gonna do.
Full reset. I didn't do full reset though.
I'm gonna try full reset. Hold on.
Gonna load. Full reset. Let's see what we can do from here. I'll put it on auto release for sure. I am actually watching the meter on this. I just want a little bit. I'll mess with the release. It's on auto release. That ain't gonna do that. It's not on auto release. Seems fine.
Her first dream was to be Sally Ride, or land on the moon with a buzz Aldrin. She lived here on a main line, dreaming one last perfect dream. She saw
start controlling it. That creates too much pumping. Okay, let's. I don't want it hitting that hard. We're gonna go with that.
Wow, I'm having some weird fucking visions.
He's having visions.
I'm seeing this song as a black and white comic book. It's not good.
I'm gonna touch my face because my face itches.
Okay, I need to switch to coffee and have another cigarette. It's gonna be chocolate. We have chocolate cigarettes.
We do have their chocolate cigars.
Well, I mean, are they though? What do they call flavored cigarettes? What are they actually called? Cigarellos?
No, they're little cigars. They're flavored little cigars.
No, but I closed my eyes and I was seeing this song as a black and white comic book.
Okay, so let's see.
That doesn't seem good, does it? Be honest. John?
No. So
Gosh darn it. But I got a really good idea for a comic
I guess
book.
it's good. You get,
No, it'd be a good music video for it though, even though it's not single.
yeah,
Like a black and white comic book of this.
yeah.
It'll just show like me looking down like
Okay, so
no, it was crazy, bro. I started having visions.
we're gonna play it through with just the vocal treated.
I'm just dreaming because I'm so sleepy.
Just the vocal.
But I mean, that's what I saw.
Look at this shirt. All right, so
You beat my. I was going for the dark.
intermission this time. There's nothing on that screen. I'm going with Be Right Back. Be Right Back is good. All right.
You should have a picture of a cute little bee, like he's showing you his back, like a little stinger. All right, I'm switching back.
I'm turning it down a little bit. The vocal.
going to the nearest Denny's. She insisted we cruise to the cozy meadows. I sent her for a pint of Sam Adams. She ordered rice and Van Williams. Then she asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich. We ended the night at the wheel. I left her on Main Street, crying on old dirty sheets, drowning in whiskey, drifting out of reach. She lived here on Main Street, dying on old dirty sheets. Jordan did. Her first dream was to be Sally Ride, or land on the moon with Buzz Aldrin. She lived here on the main line, dreaming one last perfect dream. She saw love from outer space, drifting out of reach.
Hello. We don't want that screen. That's like the inner workings of the Matrix. Oh, so.
So many ouches.
Ouches?
Oh, I tripped over everything.
Aaron has switched to coffee. Not me, which is weird because you would think I'd be the one. He's trying to be cool. Okay, he didn't switch to coffee.
I did. I drank.
He
one-
didn't just drink a cup of coffee.
I did.
This is light beer. This don't do nothing.
No.
It just allows me to get into the moment and not worry about how the world views me.
How's the review of Donald Trump? It's worse, so you can never worry about that.
Okay, so
Ooh, I'm gonna sleep so good.
I think people will agree with you.
I don't know. That wasn't George Harrison. I don't know what that was.
Dario Gil, the little people.
All right. So let's see what we're gonna EQ next. Like originally, the acoustic guitar was not this loud. The acoustic guitar was added afterwards, actually.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, how are we gonna make it sound more like folky? Let's focus on that piano. It needs more work than the acoustic actually needs.
What the hell is that?
No, this is apparently we used. How do we know which instrument we used? I don't even see it highlighted.
Gosh darn.
We used some kind of piano on it, but here we go. Same process. Same process over and over and over. You know what? That's how you make it sound.
Yeah.
That's how you make it sound like a sound. All right. So we're going with the Mix-Up Light stereo here.
Whew, this is so tiring. Like Womb Sister, we broke up into 3 episodes. Are we doing all this in 1 episode? Are we doing this entire song in 1 episode?
We don't know yet.
Feels like it.
We don't know what we're doing. We only got the vocals mixed.
Whew, this is crazy.
All right, let's try adding some 10K to this
How long has this
piano.
live stream been going on?
Give it some energy. I don't know. But let's give this piano some energy.
All right.
Take it away. It really doesn't do much. All right. Moving on. 7K. You can always hear 7K.
Always.
Take it away. Not doing much. Let's try 5. If we're gonna do that,
Wow.
we're gonna do it here. We're not gonna. What's going on with that? I think the program's glitching out. We want to make sure. I might add a little too much limit.
Yeah, something weird is going on, bro.
Or is it just a? We gotta now. We
Yeah,
gotta
it's going
narrow
on,
it
but I
down.
don't know.
Let's solo that vocal.
Sit down on the couch for a second. It's super more comfortable in this stool. Yeah.
Yeah, there's too much. There's a lot of vocal noise going on.
It's probably from all the dancing.
It was.
So much dancing.
So let's try turning that limiter off and see what we get. Let me solo that.
Ew.
Girls got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble teen.
You know what? I think it needs a gate because taking the limiter off didn't help. So now we got to go back to the vocals. That's fun. And we're gonna try gating it.
I'm right here if anybody's worried about me. This song is long.
I can hear mouth noises. It happens.
So much dancing.
Her dad called her every other. Reporter said she was a vengeance.
I'm turning the gate on till I can't really hear the vocal anymore. I'm trying to totally. Let's see.
Girls got a pretty much.
All right, so now.
Mom labeled her. Her dad called her every other name. Reporter said she was vengeance. Her victims couldn't say much now. In court, she admitted she was guilty.
Let's try changing the ranger. Edie.
Girls got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble teen. Her dad called her every other name. Reporter said she was vengeance. Her victims couldn't say much now. In court, she admitted she was guilty.
All right, there's still some. There's still some.
It's so weird.
Still some mouth sounds, but we cut a lot of it out. So let's see how it sounds with the music. Edie.
Girls got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble teen.
It's got a lot of. It's got a lot of plosives, whatever they call those sounds going
I'm
on.
gonna call it implosive.
That's what happens when you dance, you sing at the same time.
Well, Lady Gaga dances and sings at the same time.
Girls got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble teen. Her dad called her every other name.
All right, we ran into an issue here. This is always fun.
With your dancing?
Just probably over compressed or something.
You're dancing at house.
So let's turn these back to their defaults. Let's not worry about the gate and try to get this so it doesn't do that.
Girls got a pretty much the same.
Let's try bypassing.
Her mom labeled her a trouble teen. Her dad called her every other name. Reporter said she was.
Okay, something we added has interfered with the sonic quality.
Girls got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble teen. Her dad called her every other name.
Still got some. Taking away the limiter definitely helps. Let's see if we take away the compressor on the vocal effects, if that helps.
Girls got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble teen. Her dad called her every other name. Reporter said she was a vengeance. Her victims couldn't say much now.
Set the limiter back.
In court, she admitted she was guilty. The judge declared she wasn't involved. I found her.
Edie.
Girls got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble teen. The dad called her every other name. Reporter said she was a vengeance. Her victims couldn't say much now. In court, she admitted she was guilty. The judge declared she wasn't involved. I found
All right, and we're gonna try to give it a tighter reverb here. I think the reverb's too big on it, so let's see what happens.
girl's got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble too. The dad called every other name. Reporter said she was for vengeance. The victims couldn't say much at all. In court, she admitted she was guilty. The judge declared she wasn't involved. I found her on Main Street, sleeping
I want to give a little more bass and on the vocal.
under sheets, surviving on whiskey, drifting out of reach.
Are you really gonna fall asleep on a video?
Gave her a shot of Jack Daniels. Then I handed her a $20 bill.
Little less.
I drove her to the nearest Denny's. She insisted we cruise to the Cozy Meadows.
All right, we'll go for another 15 minutes here if this guy can get his butt up and finish the live stream. I knew I should have put that cozy Mills couch in the studio. Oh boy. All right, so we're gonna leave the vocals where they are right now. I'm gonna, like I said, they have to be tuned. They might be redone. We'll see what happens. Oh. There's only 2 watching now. We lost somebody.
Oh no. That's terrible.
Well, once people start falling asleep in the studio.
I couldn't help it. I mean, what's been on for? Did it tell you?
It has been going for a while, but I don't really know how long it's been going on for.
A long time.
Let's go back to this piano.
Girl's got a pretty much the same. Her mom labeled her a trouble too. The dad called every other name. Reporter said she was for vengeance. The victims couldn't say much at all. In court, she admitted she was guilty.
There's really not a lot I can do with this. We're gonna try giving it. We're trying to get this piano to pop, but let's try 3K. There we go. Got a very mellow sound.
First I gave her a shot of Jack Daniels. Then I handed her a $20 bill.
Widening it, narrowing it.
I drove her to the nearest.
Keep it wide and see what happens.
She insisted we cruise to the Cozy Meadows.
Kind of like that. Okay. Above and beyond worrying about compression on that piano, which is doesn't really need it too much. I'm gonna add some distortion. Give it some dirt.
Girls
channel is that on? 1.
Reporter said she was vengeance. Her victims couldn't say much now. In court, she admitted she was guilty. The judge declared she wasn't involved. I found her on Main Street, sleeping on older sheets, surviving on whiskey, drifting out of reach.
What I'm doing here is I'm alternating between turning the fader and the preamp
But I gave her a shot of Jack Daniels.
overdrive up and down.
I drove her to the nearest Denny's. She insisted we cruise to the Cozy Meadows.
Why not try a little bit of compression? Start with a lot. Turn that threshold all the way up. Let's mess with the ratio. Ugh, too much. Like somewhere around there. Mess with the release.
She ordered Roosevelt Williams. Then she asked for a Carl's Jr. sandwich. We ended the night at the wheel. I left her on Main Street, crying on older sheets, drowning in
Now we might have to cut something out of that piano. Let me turn it all the way down to 200. And bring it back up. Let's start it back over. Bring it all the way down. What I did is cut some 200 out of the piano to take out some of the muddiness. He's out. He's out. Alright, I guess we'll just wrap up the piano here and then we'll call it a night. So I'm going to have to consider myself happy with the sound for now, because I got to move on. you got, huh? It's a little loud though. It's a little better. All right. We're gonna add the CLA unplugged plug-in. It sounded better. It just takes a long time. It takes a really long time. Let's start with some delay on it. See what it does. It's kind of nice. 8. Whoa. Oh, I like that. I'm not changing that, except I'm going down. Nice, I like that. Oh, we got all the other stuff on right now, though. I forgot to turn all the other ones off. Let's take some bassiness out of it even more. Right about there. Add some reverb to it. Do large on it. Come down all the way. Back up. Come down till it loses something. Right about there. See what adding a little treble does. A lot of treble. It's kind of nice though. Kind of nice. See what adding a second reverb does. Let's go up all the way on it. I had a feeling I was gonna like Hall. I'm gonna close my eyes. There. So we're adding some compression, extra compression will do to this. That's so embarrassing. You fell asleep. Kind of like this one. Now I feel like we could add a little more reverb to that vocal again. Dang it, it jumped up on me. Hang on. Right about there. Alright, Aaron's asleep. He's passed out on the couch. We got some stuff. Vocals are lots of quotes. Lots of hand quotes. Vocals are done. Piano's taken care of. And we only got about 11 more instruments to go. But yeah, there was some tedious setup and some vocal problems once we added the effects. It brought out some undesirable results. But I think we got it pretty decent now. You're always going to do a revision. You're never going to get done with it and be like, oh, that's 100% right. If you do, you're lucky. So let's consider this session done for now. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Because that's what people are supposed to say, right? Anyway. You all have a good night. Stay safe. It's a crazy world. And Aaron's going to need to sleep for the rest of the night, probably. Alright. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Oh, beat, man. Oh my god. Oh.
I settled for a mouse and mouse. She ordered rice and Van Williams. Then she asked for a college drink, a sandwich. We ended the night at the
We did get some exact. That's pretty good now.
Good night.